Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Dahleea Tihani binti Muhammad Zailane, and my metric number is 065499, and this is my presentation for my logo. This is my logo. I will start to explain about the features in my logo. First off, we have the base of my logo, which is the two thin white circles, a smaller one inside the bigger one. My idea for this shape is actually related to the Johari windows open self and hidden self. The circles represent what I perceive as the world I am living in. The smaller circle is my own world where I can be my most authentic self. Or I can say that the smaller circle is what I think my hidden self is. For the bigger circle, it is actually representing the outside world or the society as we know it, and this bigger circle is in this bigger circle, I have a version of myself that is deemed to comply to the society's standard. It contains my open self, where I created an image of myself that conforms to what I think the society's standards is. Next, we are going to move on to the alphabets and words inside my logo. So first, we have the initials of my name, which is the letter D and T, which I had put inside the smaller circle. And we also have my full first name, which is Dahleea Tihani, that I had put inside the bigger circle, and it is banded according to the shape of the circle. So the initials are actually bigger to show that I am in full control of my own self inside the smaller circle, which I had mentioned before to be my own world. So I would like to think of myself as the most confident, and I feel the most safest inside my little circle. So that's why I made the initials bigger inside. Meanwhile, for the smaller name inside the bigger circle is because because in the society, as I had mentioned before, the bigger circle being the society and the outside world. In the outside world, I would have to compromise my values and my beliefs to conform to the society's standards. So I significantly felt smaller and less in control of what I want and my own self inside the bigger circle. And then we have the colors that I use in the elements of my logo. We have four colors in total, which is white, light gray, light pink, and light green. To simply talk about the meanings of these colors, white means clarity and goodness. Light gray means neutral and mysterious. The reason I chose light gray is because actually a lot of people have told me that I look or I act very mysterious in the way that I don't talk about myself a lot, and I keep things to myself very often. I don't share stories, and I actually didn't know that about myself before. But a lot of people have told me, and if I were to relate this to the Johari window, I think it applies to the blind self, since I do not know this about me, and it is only known to others but not to myself. So yeah. And then we have light pink, which means youthful, and is representing the emotion love. Pink, which pink is very related to the emotion, to affection and love. And personally, I think love is the most important emotion that someone can have in this world or something. And love. I do believe that love conquers all. And last but not least, we have light green, which represents nature. Next, we are moving on to some of the other elements that I have put inside my logo. We have the background of the logo, or the overall shape of the logo, which is in the shape of an irregular circle. It is actually to It is actually to imitate the shape of an embosser that we can often see on books or on stamp. It is not a perfect representation of one, but I really would like to include it in my logo because I would like it to represent a dream of mine that I have, which is to actually become a writer in some day in the future. I have actually really loved reading ever since I was little, and as I grow up, I found the fun in writing too. Next, we have the decorative strings of leaves on each side of my initials inside the smaller circle. It is actually to represent my love for nature and also to represent the literal meaning of my name. My name is Dahleea, which literally means the flower, Dahleea. And aside from that, I actually do really love any kinds of flowers and nature. But if I were to pick, my favorite flowers would be tulips and daisies. That is all from me. Thank you.